Hi, welcome back to Fence China. In the last episode, I was in Ulanqab in Inner Mongolia, braving the freezing wind to visit two volcanoes on the Grand Land. In this episode, we head south to the city of Datong in Shanxi province, once one of the most important capitals in northern China. The city holds an extraordinary concentration of historical and cultural heritage.
到哪里？
地下有筷子，那边有碗，这边有手。
微信收看24元，绿源Youmian最助总店欢迎你。
我鱼冻冻，这都是面，油面，这是花米，有炸糕。
Before leaving Inner Mongolia, I enjoyed a rather special buffet at a restaurant. Most of the food here is made from oat flour. The dough is steamed into many different shapes, then served with vegetables. Simple, hearty, and surprisingly delicious. I have never seen this style of cuisine anywhere else in China.
The sunlight dances on the balcony as I wait for thee to come home. I fumble my words, yeah, my mind's a mess when you're in that dress. Glad you're home.
As the train slowly moved south, the landscape outside the window began to change. The vast Inner Mongolian plateau gradually gave way to the lowest plateau.
Glad you came. When you're not around, I've been broken.
This is one of the most important geographic regions in China. Its area is larger than France, and it contains nearly 70% of the world's lowest deposits. The lowest layer here has an average thickness of about 90 meters, and the elevation typically ranges between 1,000 and 2,000 meters. Because the soil is extremely loose, the terrain appears deeply eroded and fragmented. Yet this land is also the cradle of Chinese civilization.
Glad you came. When you're not around, I've been broken. Glad you came.
40 minutes later, I arrived in Datong. Like many modern Chinese cities, the newer districts are filled with rows of anonymous high-rise buildings. But that's not really the reason people come here. Datong has carefully preserved its historic old city, along with a remarkable number of ancient buildings. And over the next few days, those are exactly the places I will be exploring.
订了民宿，找一下钥匙。看一下密码。拿到了。
门已开启，识别失败。
哇！
随时呼我开启设备管理，或者有什么疑问和意见，随时呼叫我的主人。
这是一个智能屋，一进屋就有人给你打招呼，音乐都自动开了，不错不错。看一下这个房间，小沙发挺舒服，自动在放歌。 这是投影设备，空调，阳台也不错，落地窗。这边还有个厨房。小爱同学，打开厨房灯。嘿，开了。
好啊。
好乖呀。佛小伴，大同的文创。厨房都很干净，这边还可以洗衣服。卫生间，哇，非常干净，比昨天住那个要干净很多。哇，这什么东西都有，应有尽有。拖鞋看着也非常干净。小爱同学，
干嘛呀？
关上窗帘。
正在关闭。
关了。小爱同学，
干嘛呀？
打开氛围灯。
导电。
哦。啊，这样，这就是氛围灯。这上面还有很多零食。这边还有很多书，关于大同的书籍，大同诗看，宫崎骏的《天空之城》，山西的自驾地图。这还有个小吧台。这个房子一晚上是107块钱，我订了2晚上。非常干净，我觉得非常值。这个就是护城河，前面那个地方竟然在城墙上有一个塔，这个在别的地方没有见过。这个城墙总体上看起来跟西安的城墙还是比较相似的，包括这个门楼的样式。那个角应该就是城墙的东南角了。所以转一圈应该不是很远。这边过来，前面凸出来这一块是它的问城。 哇，这个大殿太壮观了。看看。
The first site I visited in Datong was Shanhua Temple. This ancient temple has a history of more than 1,300 years. Many of the structures standing today were built during the Liao and Jin dynasties, and after centuries of wind and weather, they still remain remarkably intact, making this temple an essential place for studying the architecture of those northern dynasties. The screen wall is a distinctive feature of traditional Chinese architecture. Usually placed just inside or outside the main gate, it serves as a symbolic and visual barrier. Within the old city of Datong, two famous screen walls still survive. One is the one here decorated with 5 flying dragons. The other stands in front of the former priestly mansion, and it is adorned with 9 dragons. In ancient China, that was almost the highest possible rank for this type of architectural decoration.
这相当于它的寺庙的山门，善化古寺。哇，这个建筑一看就很特别，有唐代的风格，特别厚重大气。扫码买票。
全架上，请进。
寺庙的面积倒不是很大。
The 3 main halls along the central axis, together with the pavilion on the western side, forms the architectural core of Shanhua Temple. They have been standing here for more than 800 years. For wooden buildings, that is truly extraordinary.
这边这个叫东方的持国天王，他手持的琵琶，那琵琶可以看到没有弦，你看一般琵琶都上面有弦的，这个是没有弦的，这就是告诉我们这个人生在世是需要调节的，对。然后呢，它象征的是风调雨顺里头的调。对面的这尊是风，因为呢它是南方的增长天王嘛，他手持锋利的宝剑。这个锋利的宝剑呢，就是对应的风嘛。
Inside the first hall, known as the Hall of the 4 Heavenly Kings, stand 4 guardian deities. Each holds a symbolic object: a lute, a sword, a precious jewel, and a pagoda. They guard the 4 directions of the world, symbolizing balance, discipline, insight, and protection.
那我们走出这个天王殿呢，可以翻回头看一下，我们这儿上面有块匾额，它上面写着威德护世，它就是说里面的4大天王威严威德可以守护4方天地，所以提上去的。它是在明嘉靖7年提上去。
The second hall along the central axis is the Hall of the 3 Saints.
您看窗户上有2个斗拱，它与其他斗拱是不一样的。其他斗拱对特别复杂，对非常的复杂。它呢与其他斗拱不一样，你看其他斗拱都是垂直于墙面出跳的，它只有这2朵斗拱呢是斜向墙面45度出跳的。
啊，
心如一朵盛开的莲花，所以叫莲花斗拱，也叫如意斗拱。那当时呢，梁思成先生就是探访山西的古建的时候，也夸赞过他，说伟大之斗拱，深远之言出，说这么一句话。对，咱们中央佛坛上呢供奉的就是我们华严3圣，所以咱们这座殿叫3圣殿。那中间呢叫毗卢遮那佛，旁边这个左侧呢是文殊菩萨， 右侧呢叫普贤菩萨。
普贤
对，那毗卢遮那佛呢是理智完备，然后文殊菩萨是主智慧的，普贤菩萨是主德的，所以他们华严三圣呢也代表这个德智圆满的一个意思。上面的泥塑呢都是明代的一个泥塑。
这是鎏金的吗？
对，都是通体鎏金的。这种碑呢叫释迦如来成道碑，几乎在每个寺院里头都会有这么一通碑，就是记载释迦牟尼从出生到涅槃的一生，就是上面都会有，寺院里头都会有这么一通碑。但是咱们这通碑呢是金代的，由初唐思觉王勃所撰写的。
The third structure on the central axis is the Mahavira Hall, the temple's main Buddha hall. It is one of only 8 surviving wooden buildings from the Liao dynasty in all of China. Among all the structures in Shanhua Temple, this one is the oldest. The hall stands on a platform about 2.2 meters high and stretches roughly 42 meters in length. The moment I stepped inside, I was immediately struck by the sheer scale of the interior and by the power sense of history that fills the hall. I believe anyone standing here would feel the same sense of awe.
这尊菩萨像，对，它叫吉祥天女，就是站在这儿仔细看她的眼睛，您看她的眼睛好像有盈盈的泪光那种感觉。您可以看有没，就是有那种泪光的感觉是吧？以悲悯的世人看向众生，把芸芸众生的那种悲悯含在了眼神之中了。
这是原来的。
对，它是金代的，金代的非常久远了，已经800多年了，已经立在这儿。这也是金代的，说的24诸天就说了他们嘛，他们就是金代的嘛，那也是辽代的。咱们泥塑共有33尊，里头都是辽金的，上面就是辽，下面这24都是金代的一个泥塑。这个叫缩结龙芒，
对，都是泥的，
都是泥的。您别看它是通体鎏金，但是都是泥塑。
At the center of the Mahavira Hall are the statues of the 5 directional Buddhas. The Buddha in the middle is Vairakana. He represents the fundamental wisdom of the universe. The 4 Buddhas surrounding him represent different aspects of that wisdom, manifested in the 4 directions. They are not separate deities, but different manifestations of Vairakana himself. Along the eastern and western side of the hall stand 24 towering statues. Each figure has a distinct expression. Some appear solemn and powerful, while others look calm and compassionate. Together they form a group of guardian deities. Each finger carries a specific responsibility. Taken together, they create a sacred network, protecting the Buddhist teachings and watching over all beings. Some of these figures originated from ancient Indian mythology, later absorbed into Chinese Buddhist tradition. Others come from Chinese culture and from Taoist beliefs. Standing inside the hall and looking in every direction, every beam, every column, and every section of the roof structure is made entirely of wood. This is one of the defining characteristics of traditional Chinese architecture. The wooden frame forms the skeleton of the entire building. Columns and beams are joined together using intricate mortise and tenon joints. Not a single nail was used in its construction. After leaving the house, I lingered in the courtyard for a while longer. The small bells beneath the eaves and the shadows of trees on the round walls swing gently in the wind. The sun slowly sinks lower and people begin to leave. All these great halls before my eyes and the solemn Buddha statues within them remain completely still. They have stood here like this for more than 800 years, and perhaps they will remain here for another 800 years. While we are nothing more than a passing breeze. In the evening, I walked through a historic cultural district inside the old city walls. It's called an old street, yet everything looks surprisingly new. After looking it up, I learned that the area had undergone a major urban renewal project in recent years.
街道中间有座牌坊。 这个牌坊风格跟北京那边的有点相似。这是个什么装置？一个艺术装置。这个做的还不错哎。 人可以走进去看看。啦啦啦啦，这是什么意思呢？看到上面那个顶，不知道啥意思。 四大天王，你想听？哇，这不是善化寺的早景。 这摆了很多临时的建筑， 像这些建筑要搬走也很方便，木结构的或者是轻钢结构。长水铺，这个建筑设计的也很别致啊，好像也是木结构的。木结构，都是木结构加维护。哎，这又一幅，这个人，这好像是个胡人的形象。哇，这个建筑很漂亮，非常轻盈，很通透轻盈。
In the past, this neighborhood was extremely run down and lacked basic infrastructure. The redevelopment preserved the original street layout and the pattern of traditional buildings. Historic structures were restored, while new businesses were gradually introduced. After the renovation was completed in 2023, the district quickly became a popular tourism destination. Today, it receives more than 3 billion visitors each year. When I visited, it was the coldest time of the year. Tourists were few. In the busy season, I imagine the streets must look very different, filled with crowds of visitors.
这个修的还是挺不错的，这古建。
For many years, Datong's economy depended largely on coal. Heavy industries once brought serious pollution to the city. Today, Datong is beginning to draw on its rich historical and cultural heritage, developing tourism as a cleaner path for the future. In the next episode, we'll remain here in Datong, continuing to explore the city's rich historical and cultural heritage. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to continue this journey with me, please consider subscribing to the channel.